What's up, course heroes? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about Podia versus New Zenler. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I am on the Podia's pricing page and I'll put all the links in the description below. On my left side is Podia, on my right side is New Zenler right here. All right. Now what I'm going to do is compare their shaker plan to New Zenler's pro plan. Even though their mover plan is what you would be paying for the New Zenler Pro plan, if that makes sense. It did in my head. Anyways, which means that basically with New Zenler, you're paying $37.25 a month, but you're getting almost the same features as their shaker plan, which is $79 a month on annually. If you pay monthly, then it is more than that. I think it's $99. So your storefront, again, that's your website, your courses, all of that is included. Online courses, digital downloads, email marketing. This one, it doesn't say if there's a limit to the number of emails you can send in email marketing. So I'm going to guess there is no limit. With New Zenler, you have a limit of 100,000 emails. So that is one thing that is different. So I'm going to give a +1 to Podia for email marketing with unlimited emails. Messaging, I'm not sure. So this one says using Podia's built-in live chat tool. Now I do know that live chat is coming with New Zenler, even though New Zenler is still in beta and Podia is a mature platform. But we're going to give another +1 to Podia for live chat, which New Zenler does not have today. But that doesn't mean that you cannot integrate a third-party live chat platform with New Zenler. For example, I have integrated Birdseed onto the student dashboard in New Zenler. So I'm going to show you what that looks like in 1 second. So I'm on my course here, and you can see in the bottom corner here, I have this notification bell. If I hit it, my students can live chat with me or go to FAQs. If they hit live chat, they can just add their first name and then start the chat. This will ping me on the back end in my Birdseed account. So whatever chat widget you want to use, whether it's Birdseed or ManyChat, you can embed that onto your course curriculum page or a student's homepage so they can interact with you directly. Now, given this is out of the box and Podia has this out of the box, but I know that live chat is coming down the line, but a point for Podia nonetheless. So we're going to end this chat right now. And let's go back to our comparison. 0% transaction fees, that's across the board. No transaction fees here, 0 transaction fees here, unlimited everything. When I read this, it says your Podia comes with unlimited products, customers, emails sent, sales, and files hosted. We had touched on email marketing, and looks like this is unlimited emails. That is one good thing about Podia, that you can cut your email marketing platform. You can do so with New Zenler as well, but you only get 100,000 emails a month, and that quota resets every month. However, you can bring in your own SMTP like Mandrill or SendGrid if you want to up those quotas or continue to use your own email marketing platform. 7 days a week support. This goes for both Podia and New Zenler. They have a dedicated page, support.newzenler.com, and their support is very quick in resolving issues and answering questions. I'm sure Podia's is too, because it says here 7 days a week support. Hassle-free migrations, same thing with New Zenler. You get your content migrated from Teachable or Thinkific. Here, it looks like migrations are free with any annual plan or by prepaying $249 towards your Podia account. Just remember that you would have to prepay, but it does come in free if you use an annual plan, which would be $79 a month. And then you have a blog. New Zenler doesn't have a blog. It's coming soon. It doesn't have it today. So one more point to Podia. Memberships, both have memberships. Embedded checkout, this is the same as New Zenler. There's no difference here. Affiliate marketing, yep, you can do affiliate marketing with both, and also third-party code. Couple of things that I do have in New Zenler that Podia doesn't have. One is communities, and that's unlimited communities for your courses, your students. So you can have a community for each course, and you can have a site-wide community for your entire site if you don't want to have per course community. So that's one thing that I haven't seen with Podia that you do get with New Zenler. Tiered pricing, they haven't mentioned anything about tiered pricing, but we have touched on this in previous videos. I'm going to show you what I mean by tiered pricing, which is, according to me, is one of the best selling features of New Zenler, is the way you can price your course. So I'm going to go to this course right here and add a pricing plan. And in tiered pricing, the concept is silver, gold, platinum, level 1, level 2, level 3, where you can have one course, but based on the membership that your students come in, they can have access to parts of the course instead of giving them access to that entire course at once. And this is how you can have different members or different levels of membership within the same course. So let's say we call this the silver plan, subscribe now, and it's 19 bucks a month. Now what I can do is I can enable tiers. So here what I can do is I can set tiers, and based on those tiers you can control access to your courses. For example, let's say I want that my silver people, my people who are in my silver plan, should only have access to the first 2 modules. So I can restrict that, and maybe I want to give them access to only these 4 lessons. I'm going to hit finish. Now I can create another plan, and that can be the gold plan. So let's add another plan, which would be the gold plan. So $19 a month for the silver plan. I'm going to charge a little bit more for the gold plan because the gold plan is maybe closer to white glove service. So it's going to be 29 bucks, and I'm going to call it the gold plan. And then same thing, subscribe now instead of buy now button. And then I can set tiers, and I can say, you know what, gold plan is going to have access to the first, second, and third module, and also the fourth module. But you know what, because they're on the gold plan, I'm also going to give them access to a community, which would be the site-wide community that they can connect with me on. And then I'm going to hit finish, and I could also make that the most popular plan if I wanted to. So now you have 2 plans, and both have unlimited validity, both have tiers on, but you can see how this tier pricing would be helpful in not making you duplicate courses, but having one course and control access based on the level that your students come in. And that to me is a really great selling point of New Zenler, is the introduction of tiered pricing. Real quick, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button so you get notified every time I release a new video. Now let's continue. So let's go back to their pricing. These are the few things that Zenler has that Podia doesn't. And again, page builder, I have not personally used their page builder for Podia, but if you go to maybe examples, not demo actually, if I go to examples, I can look at one of these examples right here. Anything you can do on any website can be done in New Zenler. So this is an example of a website built on Podia. I did get Podia's trial, and their page builder is almost similar to Teachable, where you're doing everything on the left pane here, and you don't have the drag and drop kind of builder. So you can see that this website is very simplistic compared to what I had built. And here's that site built completely on New Zenler, 0 HTML coding, drag and drop blocks. And you can see, let's go back here. I just want to check one thing. I think it should be fine, but because Podia's editor is so restrictive, you want to make sure that everything loads good on mobile, and looks like it is. Everything looks mobile friendly, so that is a plus, but their website builder is very restrictive. Now same thing here. I even have a pop-up here that shows up, and everything works fine on mobile and desktop. So you can see that everything is aligned properly, everything is flowing properly. I have made changes to certain elements that only show on mobile and don't show on desktop. But if I go back to my desktop view, everything works perfectly fine. So that's the kind of page builder that you want, where you can have access to all these functionalities out of the box, where you can hide certain things, show things. One other thing that none of the page builders or none of the schools have mentioned, which in itself is a $37 a month savings, is their countdown timer functionality. So if I go back to my school here, let's go to the pricing page. I can go to the editor in my page, and let's actually go to my, so I'm going to go to my checkout page in New Zenler. And what I can do here is I can add any element that is available to me for that particular page, because certain pages you can only add X number of elements, otherwise you just go crazy adding all these elements. But what I can do here is I can add a countdown timer on my checkout page. So I can go to timers. Where are timers? I'm going to add a countdown timer, and you have all these pre-built timers you can pick. Now what I can do is, say someone is on my checkout page, I can set the timer. I can set the timer to expire in say 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Here's the best part. When that countdown timer expires, I can redirect my users to a completely different URL, and I can make sure that this puts a sense of urgency on that page, whatever page it is that you're using. And now I can say make this sticky to the top, so no matter how far down they scroll, the countdown timer will always be in their face. And I can also hide it on certain devices if I wanted to. I can keep this an evergreen timer or have a date countdown timer, and then I can change the style to completely match my brand colors and my brand logo, and all your brand colors. You can completely customize the timers right here. So I can say that my digit color needs to be red to show that sense of urgency, and then the label color may be black. Just like that, you have a countdown timer that's fully functional. So if I hit save changes here, and now if we go preview this page, you will see that that countdown timer is active, and if I let it run its course of 2 minutes and 16 seconds, the page will automatically get redirected to whatever redirection you have added in there. And that's the beauty of New Zenler, where you have all this great functionality within one builder, within one platform. So you don't have to use Zapier, you don't have to use deadline funnels, you don't have to use any third-party softwares for email marketing, for deadline funnels, for checkout cards. Everything is built in for you. And that's what I like about New Zenler. So that was my pricing comparison between Podia. Let's go back to my Podia page here, and New Zenler. And there you have it, Course Hero. That's my take on Podia versus New Zenler. Let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts? Which platform do you like best? And if you'd like to try out New Zenler, don't forget to click the link in the description below, where you can start your free trial, move all your content, and set up your school for free without paying a single penny. See if New Zenler is right for you, and if you grab it through my affiliate link, I hook you up with some cool bonuses which you can check out as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the flip side.